Okay, welcome back to another episode where we're programming Screeps. So last time, now we're using the containers. Our builders are actually using containers, and our miners are dumping into the containers. One thing I want to do before we get too far along in this logic is kind of centralize our tech level. So kind of right now, everyone's kind of deciding what tech level they are and what to do next based on that. So I need to so I'm going to refactor my code just a little bit. So inside of the room memory, I'm going to make a new int called tech level. Number called tech level. And this tech level guy will be the decider of what we do, what to do next, what to work on. So when we init it, we will init tech level. We'll start at level 1. It's fine. Maybe even 0. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and then over here, we call load creeps. We're not going to call it load creeps anymore. We'll call it scan room. Scan room. And eventually we should do this every few frames, not all the time. If game.tick game.time equals 0. So we'll scan the room every 10 frames, but for now I'm just going to scan it every frame until we debug this thing. So when we scan the room, we'll do all this stuff that we've been doing. And then we'll also output our tech level, which is like that. And we'll call get tech level equals get tech level. So now we can make a new function. Get tech level. That returns a number. And we'll fill out that number and use that number in a bunch of spots. Alright, so I'm tech level 1 now, which is good. Alright, so now we have to say so this is kind of a tech level choice here. So the first tech level is, let's bring all this stuff up. Let's kind of describe what we're trying to do. So tech level 1 is not enough miners. And then tech level 2 is, actually tech level 1 is we're building miners. Tech level 2 is we're building containers. Tech level 3 is we're building builders. And I'm not sure if we define more than that yet. But we also want to allow miners to die, because they do die, and not to drop back to tech level 1 constantly. So what we'll do is we'll say How do we want to phrase this? If miner's length is less than... So if we don't have enough miners, -1, then we will return tech level 1. If we don't have enough containers, then we will return tech level 2. And if we don't have enough builders, turn tech level 3, and we'll do -1 there as well. And then once we get done with that, we'll return tech level 4. And we'll define that later, how to get out of that. So now we can say down here, if rm.tech level is greater than or equal to 3, then let's build builders. But you also want to have this logic in there, otherwise it's going to build too many builders. And miners is at tech level 1 or higher, so I don't even need to do the if there, of course. So I think that's okay. This is all just stock code. This doesn't matter. This is all good. Some mining guy. Assigned a mining task. Gathering. And he's going to look for construction sites, and that's fine. And he's fine to try to build it if he needs to. He doesn't care about the tech level. And drop off is fine. So what is this? So if there's no source container or there's builders plus 1 is greater than or equal to desired builders. Then go look for find the container. Set that to the target. This is kind of just saying if you're at the tech level, I think is what I'm trying to say. If I'm tech level greater or equal to 3. Not equal to greater or equal to 3. Less than 3 maybe. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, if there's no source container, if there's no container, or I'm at low tech, then I'm going to try to get my container, and if I can't do that, then I'm going to find it manually. I'm going to become the container, or become a builder. Like, drop off the energy manually. Yeah, that should work. And then this is just if there's no target. Because even this might be full. And if this is full, then just do this. Alright. Let's see if they continue to work properly now. Tech level's 4. They're acting weird. The miners shouldn't be moving like that. They're doing build if can. Tech level's 2 because my container got expired because I'm not repairing it. That's okay though. Let's add some logging here. Okay. Something like that. No source container. $76, $77. why these guys are constantly triggering minor task. Maybe I'm not setting it. Maybe that's what's happening. So I found the container. This should be what? Source container ID. And maybe nobody's assigning. Yeah, maybe nobody's creating this guy. I think that's the issue. Target equals target.id, target.pause.x, and target.pause.y. Something like that. Drop off, going to structure. Going to, alright, so now it's doing that one, which is good. Now I'm not constantly looking for containers to drop into. Okay, that's good. I think the builder doesn't have much to do since he's already at tech level 3 when he comes out. He doesn't have any choices yet. Alright, so I should really build some extensions, huh? Sometimes I can't move this thing. Extensions available. Towers, containers, links, extractor. Allows to mine a mineral deposit. Lab. Terminals, spawn, observer, maker. Yeah, last time I coded up to the links. So I need to automatically build the extensions now. So before I did that, let's see, in this worker, build extension. I did this try to build extension stuff. Let's put this code in our builder class. Construction sites. Where's that come from? Okay, construction sites. Extension. These are extension construction sites. Extension construction sites. Energy sources. If this is not null, range to source. Close to source is true. So I'm basically trying to build extensions close to the source and close to spawn. Let's see, where did I get the spawn? Oops, I have some code somewhere that does the spawn stuff. Yeah, for spawn, like did this. I'll just put this in a function. Get first spawn. Export that. Something like that. Log this guy. Okay, range to spawn. So basically I'm looking at where the creep is currently at. And if it's close to spawn, if spawn in room. Something like that. So we're close to spawn. And then we're not if there actually is a spawn. And then we are if it is close. So if we're close to the spawn and the source, then we will try to build the extension where we stand. And we're going to look through all our extensions and get the range. And if we're right next to another extension, we will not build it. And then we'll look through our construction sites. Manager. Construction sites. Construction site. Find my construction sites. Construction site. Something like that. And we will filter them. Structure type equals extension something like that. To other, and we're going to try to create a construction site of extension. Builds this tick. Row manager. Set that up because that lets us know if we built something already and not to spam builds without rescanning. I really need to set this mlog stuff up. So what I should do here is Inside here, export function L log.info, and it takes a creep memory, and then it and a string log string. I also grab the log dude. Name does not exist on creep memory. I need to put it in creep memory. So I don't have to go back to the creep. Where's the spawn guy? Spawn creep. Name is creep name. Info does not exist on string. Log. Room count does not exist on. Don't think that matters. Let's change these guys to m.l, so we know who's trying to build it. Let's also make a same guy, but do an error version. Roll to string cm.roll. Something like that. One tooth. To pass in the creep memory. to shadowed name 73. Should be a shadowed name. What are you talking about? No shadowed name, no shadowed variable. That's pretty weird. If I change it to CM2, does it start working? No shadowed variable. Mem. Okay, that's working better. Switch it back to CM. Alright, range is never reassigned. One 4-7. One 6-9. 1-8-3. 1-9-7. 1-8-5. 2-1-1. 1-8-2. All right. Looks like that built correctly. Let's also grab this and put it on a minor code. Alright, I gotta pass in the creep memory stuff everywhere. 87. There we go. So my previous log command would see what its like role is, so I could log a specific role or all of them. Yeah, whatever. I'll do all that stuff later. Seems like they're still working. Wonder if I can fix the visuals, because the visuals are getting kind of annoyingly sparse. Remember back at the tutorial they added visual stuff. Let's see. Say, creep say. Unloading to container. How about just unloading? Custom target unload. Upgrading controller. Drawing. Let's see what that does. They're just constantly saying unloading. let's get rid of that unloading command. Looks like they can only say so much text. Alright, something like that. What about the visuals though? Let's see, there's not a thing I can do. Remember when it was spawning, there was some visual thing. So let's do room.visual. Creep.position. See what that looks like. If I don't, just put it right on top of them. If I don't offset it. I guess it lets me kind of know which ones are builders. It's kind of weird though. Center. This other visual I thought should be when it spawns. But this doesn't seem to be working. Can create creep. Put this outside the status, dude. And let's output the name. Let's see, do I have just the spawn.room? Like if I go and choose this guy and kill him. There he goes. So he made a miner. Didn't last very long though. Draws a polygon, circle. It doesn't look like you can make it kind of last for a while, as far as I can tell. Didn't even seem to pop that time. Maybe it's because my stupid set tick rate stuff is not it's not really, well, it seems to work over here. I wonder if I set the tick rate to 1,000. I saw it that time for a second. It's almost like you gotta remember it and like keep showing it. I guess that's not too hard to wire up, so we'll just do rm.spawn text equals this, and then we'll just say in the room manager if rm.spawn text is not equal to undefined, then we'll just do this. Spawn position X. Position Y. On.spawn text. Spawn.pause X +1. And then we'll just go put all this crap in the room memory. String. That's optional. And something like that. '42. Passing the room memory guy. And I just have to clear the spawn memory, and that's not spawning. Should be right. Oops, this is supposed to be a Y. Let's go back and up my tick rate too. A bit faster. There we go. Now it says roll minor for a while. Now I just need to clear it. First spawn. Get first spawn. Actually, what I'll do is I'll set this to structure spawn. Or spawn text ID perhaps. And then get object by ID. Shit's always more complicated than it seems to. It will be spawn structure spawn rm dot spawn t spawn.pause.x plus 1 y if spawn dot is active rm.spawn text equals undefined. That's just kind of overkill, but whatever. String. In theory, it should clear it out. So not the right ones. Should be what? Spawning. If spawn.spawning equals null. Alright, that should work. There we go. So it went away. Nice. Alright, did some visual stuff. Got some dudes moving around correctly. Did the tech level. It's a good stopping point for the episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.